Good evening, everyone. My name is Tina Hewerman, and I am the founder of the Detox Divas. I get to bring to you one of my favorite products tonight, and I'm so excited. I want to know in the chat who has been on one of our calls before about fulvic acid. Thank you, Dee Dee. And how familiar are you with the call with fulvic acid? Tonight, you are going to just absolutely love what you learn because this is my passion. This right here is a passion that I could talk about all day long. Someone sent me a message the other day and said, tell me about fulvic acid. I'm like, dude, there's not even enough space in chat to talk about fulvic. Let me send you a video. So let's get started, and I want to introduce myself, I guess. Hi, I'm Tina Hewerman. I'm a Sapphire Director here with Heart and Body Naturals. I've been married for 30 years. I'm a mother to 3, 1 in spirit, grandma to 2. I was a daycare provider for 16 years. I've officially been out of the daycare business and in network marketing for 10 years today. How ironic is that? So with my network marketing and the entrepreneur skills that I've developed over the years, and this been an entrepreneur for 25 years because daycare providers are entrepreneurs. Number 1 on my bucket list is I thought I'd change it up a little bit. Number 1 on my bucket list is to meet Axl Rose, and number 3 on my bucket list is to be on Survivor. Number 2 is to speak on Eric Worre's stage. Our owners and our mission, Paula Scarcella is our founder and CEO, and her husband, Ben Scarcella, is a founder and vice president. Our mission at Heart and Body Naturals is to provide high quality natural products that promote wellness and vitality. We are passionate about sourcing the finest ingredients and formulating products that support the body's natural balance. And that's a key line right there. Like, she is extremely passionate about the ingredients and only sourcing the best of the ingredients for the products that we formulate. So with the focus on transparency and integrity, we prioritize purity and effectiveness in every product we offer, whether it's a CBD infused remedies, herbal supplements, skincare solutions. You know that you can trust the products when you're purchasing from Heart and Body Naturals. So this is the key. This is the ruby, the diamond of the company. This is Alexandria Brighton. And for those of you that have not met or heard of Alexandria Brighton before, she has a huge passion for natural health and wellness. Alexandria Brighton is truly the visionary and founder, the visionary founder behind Green Organics family. She's an aromatherapy expert with 30 plus years in the Ayurvedic medicine, herbal remedies, and essential oils. She was mentored by Dr. Paul Waddell, a pioneer in alternative medicine. Actually, he was a holistic oncologist. And she founded the Degenerative Disease Clinic in Mexico, applying innovative methods, transitioned to multi-level marketing, discovering the power of essential oils, has developed over 100 aromatherapy blends, and owner of the Brighton Institute of Botanical Studies. When her mother became ill, she retired and left everything pretty much. And we are very fortunate that she came out of retirement to work with us and help formulate our healing trilogy, which is our flagship product, Mind, helping with the mind, body, cardiovascular, and soul for detoxification. So everything that we do has a pure plant promise to it. Quality ingredients begin with pure raw ingredients. Everything is raw and minimally processed when we do formulate our products. Heart and Body Naturals research and development team sources the most potent ingredients from all corners of the globe. And the majority of our products are processed in a GFSI and ISO certified state of the art. Excuse me. So before we go a second further, let's just make sure that we're perfectly clear tonight. I'm going to be sharing some amazing information based on research, but this information that I'm sharing tonight is for educational purposes only. We're not making medical claims. It's not, it has not been validated by the FDA. The products and information discussed in the presentation are not intended to diagnose, cure, treat, or prevent any disease or illness. You must Consult with a qualified healthcare professional before making any changes to your diet, supplement use, prescription use, drug use, lifestyle, or exercise activities. Reliance on any information provided in this presentation is solely at your own risk, and always conduct thorough research and consult with your healthcare provider before starting any new regime. So what is fulvic acid other than Tina's favorite product in the entire line? Fulvic acid is a natural compound that forms when organic matter, natural matter found in forests and streams and things like that, decomposes, and it's often referred to as nature's miracle molecule due to its incredible properties and numerous health benefits. And I say, think compost for humans, and we're going to get into the why of that later, but it truly is a compost pile from thousands of feet below the earth that we harvest out of the earth in a very earth-friendly way. And it is minimally processed as well, with no added chemicals or anything that is used during the extraction process, and we do not leave a footprint on the earth when we're extracting. So Dr. Linus Pauling, who's a winner of 2 Nobel Prizes, he said you can trace every sickness, every disease, and every ailment ultimately to a mineral deficiency. And that's pretty much what fulvic acid is. So what causes micronutrient and mineral deficiencies? Can vary. It can vary from person to person and can be anything from poor metabolism, inadequate dietary intake, to chronic use of medications, diseases that impair absorption and excretion of minerals. We're basically the periodic table, much like what the earth is. We're from the earth, so of course we would be and carry similarities to the periodic table within our body. Micronutrients and are vitamins and minerals needed by the body in very small amounts. However, their impact on the body's health is critical, and deficiencies in any of them can cause severe and even life-threatening conditions. They perform a range of functions, including enabling the body to produce enzymes, hormones, and other substances needed for normal growth and development. So why is fulvic acid so incredibly important for us? Well, if you missed the little chat by Richard beforehand, a lot of it has to do with the depopulation of the buffaloes because of the manure and stuff that was spread quite frequently over the Midlands. Thank you. And that's not there anymore, obviously. But look at that, 1910, where the parts per million in minerals in the soil happened. And then you see that constant decline down to 1975, and then even plummeting even more. In the 70 years of soil depletion, since 1940, we've lost 29% sodium, 19% potassium, 16% magnesium. You can see the numbers there, 27% zinc. And the scary part of that is when we plant our fruits and vegetables in that land that is so depleted of those essential minerals, because plants need that too. It's not just humans that need the minerals and micronutrients from the soil. One of the things we've talked about, like in our gut health class, is ensuring that you rotate crops and you don't plow the field like this farmer is doing. It is regenerative farming. You companion plants, so you don't have to use the fertilizers and chemicals and things on the land that end up killing it. There's a huge discussion going on right now in one of our groups where somebody had talked about a recipe where they shared with vinegar and salt and Dawn dishwashing soap. Well, that's a viral kind of take care of weeds the natural way. Well, the salt does not really leave the soil, and it ends up damaging it for years to come, to where you can't plant anything there because it's missing the nutrients that the salt kind of killed off. But if you look at that, in 1980, you could eat 1 orange, but now today you have to eat 8 of them in order to get the same amount of minerals and vitamins. There's 27% less calcium, 37% less iron, 21% less vitamin A. I know I can't sit and eat 8 oranges in one setting. Can any of you do that? I know I sure can't. So, what happens with what are the leading health issues that we have going on right now? We have obesity. There's 50 million people that have chronic pain. Obesity can lead to hypertension, liver disease, reproductive disorders, heart disease, mood disorders. Mental health is absolutely astronomical right now with over 2.5 million youth in the United States have severe mental or major depression. How sad is that? Youth having a depression. I mean, that is just such a scary number. More than half of US adults with mental illness do not receive treatment. We've learned in our calls before that gut health and brain health kind of coincide. And if the gut is unhealthy, then the brain is going to be unhealthy as well. And again, your gut is that environment, much like the earth, that has to have a balanced nature to it in order for it to be productive for your body. But those are some pretty scary statistics right there. And a lot of that is caused by the toxic lifestyle that we live in. Inhalation, the air we breathe, the pollutants both indoors and outdoors, skin absorption, personal health and cleaning products, digestion, chemicals that are in processed foods. Like if you guys are still eating processed foods, please stop. Please find a natural and healthy way to eat versus the processed foods, because that's one of the things that's really taken its toll on your mental and physical health. There's pesticides on the fruit. There's pesticides in our lawns if you're having your lawns treated, in the foods themselves, smoking, alcohol, drugs, pharmaceuticals, both over the counter and doctor prescribed. A lot of the vitamins on the market are pretty much garbage too, especially if you're buying it like Walmart or the grocery stores or things like that. Chemical toxins, stress hormones, cortisol, and adrenaline, internally produced toxins. Now there's something that we're going to talk about here in a second too. Gut bacteria imbalances, yeast overgrowth, lack of digestive enzymes, food sensitivities and intolerances, and then mold, bacteria, parasites, and viruses. So all of that is leading our bodies into this very sick, low vibrational, low energy, lots of toxins. When it rains, I put the chemtrails behind there for effect, because it goes into our water and soil, it goes into our produce, our animals eat the produce, we do the meat, it goes into the processed foods, into our bodies, into the babies. There's over 200 different chemicals that have been found in an infant's cord blood these days. With all of the toxins that the mother exposes herself to, it's transferred right to that baby, and then cats and dogs, and it's just a vicious cycle. So fulvic acid has a life force to it. And basically what that means is it's an energy, it's a life force that takes that adds to the energy and frequency and vibration of our body. And a lot of people will ask me, well, what about Shilajit? I take Shilajit. Well, that's fine. But I would suggest substituting that for fulvic acid if you can. Fulvic acid has life and energy, and it comes from nature. Shilajit requires chemicals to extract. And I was talking to another fulvic professional, knowledgeable person, and the at most Shilajit is going to have 10%. He said he did see a product that had about 12 to 14% fulvic acid in the Shilajit, but it still doesn't match the 40% that we have here. And so then I thought, okay, well, there's zeolite too. People ask me about zeolite all the time. And then Celtic salt is something that people talk about all the time as well. And it's like, why are you taking Celtic salt? Why are you doing zeolite? Why are you doing Shilajit? When fulvic acid, you can plainly see right there, can do everything. You've got the enhanced nutrient absorption. You've got the detoxification, antioxidant, immune support. I mean, zeolite's great for detoxification, antioxidant activity, and immune support, but you're missing all the other benefits. And where is that? There we go. All right, I got it. There was a little bit of background noise coming through. So fulvic acid is truly what humans crave. We are so starved by the lack of nutrients that are coming from the fruits and vegetables and things that we eat today. And even our animals are missing these important minerals as well, because the food that they're eating does not have the required amount to keep them functioning at a healthy level, plus all the vaccines and things that they go through and have to take in order to be considered worthy of the FDA stamp of approval. But there's 18 catechin antioxidants, over 70 trace minerals. There's 33 naturally occurring organic acids, 18 aminos, trace elements, electrolytes, over 20 flavonoids. It has a pH balance of 7 to 8.2. It's 100% water soluble, and it's got an excellent potassium and sodium ratio, and it's got more than twice the potency of other fulvic acid products on the market. So let's talk about nutrient absorption, since we've been talking about this pretty much the whole time. So fulvic acid can boost the nutrient uptake of what you're already taking. So it enhances the body's absorption of vital nutrients by making the cells more permeable. It acts as a natural chelator, meaning it binds to minerals. So it's kind of like a little mineral magnet, and makes them more bioavailable for absorption. Bioavailable meaning it's available biologically to your body. It helps the cells take up more amounts of the nutrients like electrolytes, vitamins, and minerals. And one single molecule is capable of carrying 65 or more minerals and trace elements directly to our cells. Now, that's another key factor when you're talking about fulvic acid, because if it can cross the cell barrier, your cells are going to be healthier. They're going to regenerate on a healthier level. You're going to get more good cells as it's detoxifying the bad cells. And if it's small enough to cross the cell barrier, where else is it going to cross? It's going to cross that blood-brain barrier also, and help to give the brain some nutrients, boost the electrolytes, boost the oxygen up there. It's got optimized cellular energy. One of the key functions of fulvic is its ability to optimize cellular energy production. Fulvic acid works with the mitochondria in our stomach, which is the powerhouse, and the cell, which is the powerhouse of the cell, to enhance energy production at the cellular level. So if your cells are vibrating at a higher energy, what is that going to do for you, the consumer that's taking the fulvic acid? It helps facilitate the electron transport chain, which is responsible for generating adenosine, ATP, the energy primary energy currency of the cell. So by improving the mitochondrial function in the ATP production, fulvic ensures that the cells have the energy they need to perform their various functions efficiently. What happens if we don't have the energy in our cells? Well, they can get sick, they can come under attack, and more bad cells can form. And you can see right here, an unhealthy cell, it's only going to get nutrients, only some nutrients are going to be able to get in there. Only some of the waste is going to get out. So it's like this big, huge garbage pile. But a healthy cell, nutrients can get in easy, waste products come out easy, and fulvic helps fight the oxidative stress and support the cellular longevity by protecting the cells from the damage and promoting the overall cellular health. So which of those cells would you like to have more so than the other? And as a powerful antioxidant, fulvic acid helps neutralize harmful free radicals in the body, which can cause cellular damage, actually DNA damage as well, and accelerate the aging process. So when you see someone, I take a look at some of the people that I go to high school with, and I'm like, no way am I as old as them. But then I take a look at what they're doing on Facebook, what they're eating, what they're drinking. And if you look at my pictures from about 2 years ago, you're going to see a huge difference when I wasn't taking care of myself to where I am today. And it's the fulvic acid. It's the fulvic acid, and it's the other wonderful superfoods and stuff that we get to have here. So as a powerful antioxidant, fulvic is going to, I read that one. So by scavenging, it's a fantastic scavenger for free radicals also. It reduces the oxidative stress, helps preserve the integrity of the cellular structure, including DNA, proteins, and cell membranes. How amazing is that dirt can do so much to help your body feel better. So we see a lot of people, well, I've got aches and pains in my joints. I've got all this inflammation in my joints and I hurt all the time. Well, one, you're going to have to take care of your gut microbiome, and fulvic acid is going to help do that by helping with the detoxification process. What happens with chronic inflammation? It's a silent killer, right? So you got cardiovascular disease, bone and muscle, skeletal diseases, chronic inflammatory, neurological, diabetic, metabolic disorders, cancer, all because of inflammation. So if we can fight that inflammation at the cellular level and regenerate those healthy cells, what do you think is going to happen to your body? Do you think you're going to start looking younger, feeling better, having more energy, choosing better foods? So fulvic is a potent antioxidant that helps neutralize those free radicals. It's been shown to inhibit inflammatory pathways in the body, reducing the production of pro-inflammatory cytokines and enzymes. Very powerful. So then you got your gut. We talked about that just a second ago, right? With the gut brain and the mitochondrial function of the gut, it helps support the efficient functioning of the mitochondria, the energy production. We talked about that within the cells, balancing the gut microbiota, modulating the immune response. So it helps to regulate the immune response, not help it function better, not decrease it. It helps regulate it. So we want things to be in balance. And this magic dirt, this powder, this liquid, whichever one you choose to take, is what's going to do that for you. And it reduces inflammation. The anti-inflammatory properties help reduce the inflammation in the gut and throughout the body. And by reducing the inflammation, fulvic supports the gut health, strengthens the immune response, and it can also help restore the gut flora. Johns Hopkins School of Medicine, a huge portion of your immune system is actually in your GI tract. Get your GI tract. You got your gut check. You got your fulvic acid. And now you've got your berberine with the apple cider vinegar. Oh, well, of course it would. Let's just put that back up there again. Sorry about that. So this is one of the most important things too, like our immune system, especially in today's time. It plays a crucial role in supporting the immune system by enhancing its function and response. It helps to modulate the immune system, ensuring it remains balanced. Again, we're not going to overdo it. We're not going to underdo it. Fulvic is going to provide that balance within your immune system and help it be effective in defending against pathogens and foreign invaders. And by providing the optimal immune function, fulvic is going to help your body stay strong and resilient, reducing the risk of infections and supporting overall wellness. It's antibacterial, it's antiviral, it's antiparasitic. I mean, it's got just about every anti that you can do. It is truly, I feel everybody should be taking fulvic every day, no matter what you're doing. And just in case I missed anything, I grabbed this offline. So it's going to maintain healthy skin and nails, improve circulation, lowering the blood pressure, enable more restful sleep, increase energy. Here's a good one, especially for people that work online or online a lot, neutralizing the radiation and reducing the harmful effects of your cell phone in the body, and removal of harmful toxins and radicals from the body, reducing stress, helps support nutrient levels, enabling better hormone and electrolyte balance, lowering levels of arthritis, boosting the immune system, improved memory and focus. So how do you take fulvic acid? Well, let me just recap here before I go further. So most of you know my mission and the promise I made to my mom when we were in hospice with her after probably, I think it was 7-year battle with breast cancer. Fulvic acid is going to balance the pH, increase electrolytes, detoxify at 65 times its weight, increase nutrient absorption at 65 times its weight, increase the oxygen at 45 times its weight. So it truly is that one missing link to optimal health that creates the environment within your body where diseases and pathogens can't survive. That's why I'm so passionate about it, because I know that at some point along the way, I'm going to be talking to the right person that's going to say, hey, I want to try that. And their life is either going to be saved, or they're going to know someone that they share it with whose life is going to be made better because of fulvic acid. So how do you take it? I always tell people start low and slow. When you first get this and you haven't tried this before, there's a tiny little scoop that's about 1/8 of a teaspoon that's going to come in that pouch that you see right there. And there's 70 some, I can't remember, 70, 80 servings in that little pouch. But when you get this, I don't want you to take anything more than 1/16 of a teaspoon with non-chlorinated water or a beverage. I throw it in my smoothies sometimes. And you're going to want to drink that within 30 minutes. And the reason I say within 30 minutes, because if you're not drinking your fulvic within 30 minutes, you're losing the oxygenation properties of it. So we want to make sure that we get those into the cells also, because that's really important, especially when you get oxygen to the brain. You're going to think better, you're going to have more clarity, you're going to feel less tired, more alert. Make sure it's on an empty stomach an hour before or after other supplements or meds. I take mine, I chase my berberine ACV with my fulvic. I'll drink it in 16 ounces of water as soon as I take my berberine. And again, drink it within 30 minutes. Now, if you're doing the liquid, the directions say to take 20 drops a day. I want you to start out with 10 and work your way up. If you can go 2, 3, 4 days without feeling any sort of headache, nauseousness, extreme fatigue, or anything like that. Now make sure that you are drinking half of your body weight, and as Donna said, plus 30% in clear liquids, pure liquids, not like tap water, because that's just more work for the fulvic to do. Make sure you're drinking enough water to be flushing those toxins out, because the last thing you want them to do is just kind of move around and find a new home in your body. You want to make sure that you're drinking that water and flushing it out and getting rid of those. Now, if after 2 or 3 days you're feeling good, you're not, you're feeling alive, energized, and all of that, and you're not feeling like you're detoxing, fluish-like symptoms, then you can go ahead and bump that up to the regular suggested serving size. So you can also use this on the skin. This is one of the reasons that I always tell people, I always say the powder, because the powder is so much, I feel the powder is more powerful than the liquid, and you guys can let me know in the chat if you feel the same way. But I also like to do face masks with it. I like to do foot soaks with it. I like to take a bath in it. I like to mix it with, add it to some castor oil and apply it to my lymphatic system with the, They'll stimulate the lymphatic essential oil to help detox the lymphatic pathways and keep those open. And so your skin, like I said, is the largest organ of the body. We have 2 types of pores on our feet, sweat pores and oil pores. We have 2 types on our body, sweat pores and oil pores. There are over 5 million pores on the body. 20,000 of those are on the face alone, and 2,000 pores on our feet, and each foot has over 7,200 nerve endings that lead to the different organs and such that you can see right there on the right. So when you're soaking your feet in a fulvic acid hot water bath, then it's pulling up the nutrients and stuff from that water, and at the same time it's detoxing. So it's kind of like the caterer and the garbage truck all at once, if you want to think of it that way. So the feet are the focal point of the nerve endings and is a direct access to organs within your body. So now when you're doing a fulvic mask, it's deep cleaning. It's deep cleaning those skin cells. It's antioxidant protection. It's anti-inflammatory on your face. I've seen some amazing results with people that had enormous irritations, I'll call it, because I can't call it the proper name, had enormous, a lot of irritations on their skin from just basically a gut out of balance, really, and hormones and things like that. And just after a week or 2 of applying the fulvic acid to their face, they had just a beautiful detox, even skin tone, collagen stimulation. So it can help produce the collagen within your skin. It's going to detox it, help that skin texture. And then it's also going to help protect against environmental stressors and offers a barrier against pollutants and UV damage. So back to the feet, you can soak your feet in it. You're going to relieve that stress, help you feel relaxed, ease pain and muscle cramps. It's going to boost the nerve and muscle function. So if you've got tingly feet that feel like cement bricks, a nice warm fulvic bath is really going to help that. And then sensory would be an essential oil that I would add to your bath water. If you're going to soak your feet like that, you've got those feet that I was describing. Helps prevent blood. Science has shown that it can help prevent blood clots. It can help reduce and prevent athlete's foot because it's got antiviral properties also, which leads us to the toenail fungus. It can soothe pain from sprains and bruises, eases gout and discomfort, and all things associated with a bath. Now, some people will go to those fancy spas and spend $200 a person to go soak in mud in someone else's bathtub when you can do it right at home for a lot cheaper. And that's called balneotherapy. There's a recipe book too. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's the recipes from the still room. And there are actually some balneotherapy recipes in there for bath time, depending on different conditions that you might have. And adding that fulvic acid to that bath water is really going to be beneficial because, it's, again, what does fulvic acid do? It increases the absorption at 65 times its weight. So if you're using, say, Hepa Detox, which is the liver essential oil, that's going to help drive that deeper, much like castor oil, right? So castor oil and fulvic acid together, that's a magical combination. And adding whatever essential oil that you're wanting at that time, that's going to be just a magical combination for you. So who has been shown to take a fulvic or a mud bath? Chronic rheumatoid diseases, central and peripheral neural paralysis. Oh, get that? Oh, where'd you go? There we go. Okay. Circulatory issues, chronic skin conditions. I mean, you can see it there. Fulvic acid really does a wonderful thing. Chronic gynecological diseases as well. So fulvic acid, if you've not tried fulvic, I highly recommend you give that a shot and see how your health improves with that. It comes in a 4-ounce liquid, a 1-ounce liquid, which is about 70 servings in that. And then the bag of powder that has the multifunctional properties to it with the bath and the face mask and things like that. You're really going to enjoy the variety that you can do with that fulvic powder. And there is a buy 3, get 1 free. And with that, you'll get a free gift. And there we go. So I wanted to throw this in there too. Thank you for the great logo, Coach Kimberly. Love that so much. These are just some of the testimonies that have been coming out for the new berberine apple cider vinegar that we have just launched in the past couple weeks. And those are just some of the testimonies coming out. This is a brand new pack that just came out the other week with Slimmer Max, which has some patented product ingredients in there, berberine with apple cider vinegar, lemon, ginger, turmeric, cayenne pepper, sea kelp. Like, it's just such a powerful combination of ingredients. And then if you have a first time order or on auto ship of 100 CV or more, you're going to get the Purity. We've done a call on that just a couple weeks ago. What a magical, underrated product that we have here with that, with all of the wonderful things to help gently cleanse your digestive system and support your health with naturally occurring phytonutrients, high in antioxidants, and known healing herbs. Of course, you wouldn't expect anything less when you have a formulator like Alexandria Brighton. So next week, I want to do a testimony call. So, I'm kind of selfish in this, but I don't want to have to do a PowerPoint with me leaving on Thursday, and then we have all kinds of things going on with our new house. So, oh yes, thank you, Marcus, May 2nd. Okay, I just pulled up chat. So if I missed anything, then you can message me later. How much water to 10 drops? I really don't count just as long as you're drinking half your weight in water throughout the day. Yeah, thank you, Marcus, a serving. So yeah, so if you have a testimony and would like to be a guest on next week's Detox Diva call, please send me a private message. I would love to share them with you and or have you on as a guest, and cannot wait to hear what you have to say. So we'll do testimony week next week, and hopefully I would like it to be on berberine, because we've not done one of those calls yet, but just send me a message on that. And then Tuesday, May 7th, we've got Donna back, and she's going to be talking about our Oil of the Month subscription, which is going to be Blood Orange, Personal Power, Be Intuitive, and then Afterbite, which is a non-toxic Afterbite tincture that you can roll on your skin. And directly after this, if you have Detox Diva, a weekly call, yes, Rebecca, absolutely. It's the same link and everything. I've got a wellness community. I think I mentioned that. I don't know if I did, but if not, I'll get you the link to that where I post those and the recordings. So if you're interested in the business side of this, or even just earning a little bit by sharing with your friends, Coach Marcus has the U+2 Freedom Project coming up at 8 p.m., which is about 20 minutes Central Time at oneteam1dreamhangout.com. And then the passcode is go1team. So I am going to go ahead and stop this recording right now. Thank you for all that. I'll come back and answer questions after I get off, after I stop the recording. But thank you all so much for your time tonight and for showing up. Absolutely love talking about fulvic acid. And if I don't know the answer, I will find the answer because I like to continue learning myself. So with that, the Detox Divas thanks you for hopping on. And stop recording. Where'd that go?